welcome to my channel, and of course welcome to your reading. So I'm not sure what's going to come out today, but if this video has found you, then there is something in it for you. So let's see why you have manifested it, and let's see what comes out today. We have the self. Okay, so I can quickly say what is coming to me intuitively. At the end of the reading, I'll read from this book, which should bring everything together. But what is being realized for this collective is that within you is everything. Within you is this beautiful pearl that is ready to be released. The interesting thing about pearls is that it takes quite a bit of time for them to be created. I can't say that they're unique or special. I don't know the statistics there, but I do know that not every clam contains a pearl. So this is confirmation for you that something has been stirring within you, whatever it is. You're being forged. The image that they're giving me is sort of what is a person that creates or makes swords, a swordsmith, or I can't remember the old term for it, but yeah, I see this, that you've kind of been going through some stuff as of late. So let's take a look at what has been going on and what the universe wants. I'm going to start with some oracle. This is the Starseed oracle. They're telling me 3. Okay, I'll take the first one. We have a new earth. I mean, this is just beautiful. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. This is just a beautiful, especially coming out with this. It's kind of like you're coming to meet new earth, like you are being forged. You're being, yeah, they keep giving me that word. So let's see. We're going to take that one, which is deep cellular healing, Acturus energy, physical and emotional healing. And we've got double mission, lightworker Starseed, serve the world just by being you. This is a call. This is a beautiful call or confirmation. Something within you has been stirring. Something within you has been, I don't know, you've been inspired to do something. And yeah, this is confirmation of that. Whether it's starting a YouTube channel like this, whether it's placing your art into the world, or taking whatever next step. There are some next steps for you to take. But there is also hold the vision, hold the pose, whatever is taking place in your life in this instance. And they're giving me the last 4 months. And I think that is not just for this collective. I think that is global. I think the last 4 months have been quite rough for all of us, but also very necessary, because like a diamond, you've been, like a piece of coal, you've been compressed and compressed and compressed, and you're just about to go pop. And that is, wow, like that is the energy. It's just this burst of whatever you have. There is something that you have, something that is unique to you, that will bring light into the world, that will help heal the world. So let's take a look at what that is. Okay, we have the 6 of materials. I'm not surprised. The 6 of materials is very much about giving and receiving, and it's like working together. The image that they're giving me here is and the infinity symbol, you know, this sort of going together one way and then the other way and swinging back, but with trust and knowing, is I think is why they gave me the infinity symbol. So This card can also sometimes indicate a bit of a scarcity mindset. And I know this journey for me and for a lot of people that I've spoken to, you know, monetary issues tend to pop. And then when we go into scarcity mindsets, we drop our vibration. So let's just, I'll pull a few clarifiers on that particular thing, because I'm not quite sure if, how do I put this? I'm not quite sure if they're going to give us any guidance on how to switch that, but if they're willing, we will definitely take a look. Okay, let's go. I think I'm actually going to, there we go. Okay, we've got the 10 of emotions, which is the 10 of cups. We've got the 5 of emotions, the 5 of cups. Oh wow, this is really, really special. Oh goodness. We've got the 9 of inspirations, and then we've got the priestess card. Okay, so I'm gonna start here. The 9 of inspirations is wands, and you know, when the 9 of wands or the 9 of inspirations pops or comes out, can you see how long she's traveled? Like, can you see the terrain? Like, what she's passed through looks far more, I don't know, treacherous than this last stretch of desert that she has to go through. And I'm seeing, they're guiding me to those, and they're reminding me that everything is a perception. Like, everything is a thought that then creates a fear that then, you know, we can attach to. She seems so serene and so calm, and she's traveled so far, and she's been so supported, right? Perhaps those were not treacherous terrain. Perhaps those two statues were supporting her on that part of the path, but she's almost there. But it seems like the wind has come forth and it's sort of blowing her backwards, like these last few steps, there's some resistance. So why is there resistance? Because I came out with the High Priestess, which is also, you know, coming out with the Self. And the High Priestess is someone who is in a state of transformation. All the mysteries within her, everything that she has been alchemizing, the healing, everything that she has been acknowledging or that has been coming to her. It's not necessarily about gifts. It's also about the shedding of illusion and discovering the true self. And that is what is coming forth. That is what is taking place, and it really is beautiful. Sometimes when we are faced with all the parts of ourselves, we can sometimes touch on things that, you know, make us a little bit uncomfortable, or that we're not ready to deal with or acknowledge, or just shine light on. So what are you holding on to? Because when the 5 of cups or the 5 of emotions comes out, there is something that is being held onto. She's holding on to something, and it's sort of like keeping her stuck in this place, right? As she holds on, as she seems to stay, but if she releases, she can take the next step. She can walk forward. She can walk forward without taking with her that which has kept her stuck. Because what they're telling me is this is very much at the end of a cycle, a journey, a life phase. Something is significantly shifting within the self. 9:55. as I say that, but within the self that is coming forth, bringing you to a state of bliss, a beautiful state of bliss, and of knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Strength. Knowing that you're exactly where you're meant to be, and knowing that all of this is coming in does not always make what we are experiencing in our present reality easier. And I am going to pull some clarifiers on the strength, just to see if there are any messages for any people specifically, just to give you a bit of advice on where you're at. So we'll see if anything comes. Sometimes they are very, very giving with the information, but sometimes I prefer for us to sit in what we're sitting in, because that is where the magic is happening. That is where the forging is happening. You are releasing yourself from your shackles, 1111. You are releasing yourself from things in the material and in the spiritual and in the 3D, just across the board. You have been doing some work. There's been some self-reflection that has been taking place, and in that self-reflection, parts of self have been slipping away, falling away, unfolding, things that no longer served you, things that possibly were controlling or felt controlling. You are stepping away from, you are releasing. You know, as you release the emotions, the emotional attachment to whatever is keeping you stuck, or whatever is keeping you from taking these last final steps. There is no shame or judgment or blame, because it's quite beautiful. It doesn't matter how long these last few steps take. It really doesn't matter, because whatever occurs in those steps, even if they are repeated over and over and over again until such a time as they are finally taken, so much magic can occur there, so much uncovering, so much experiment, so much alchemizing, so much healing. So but the advice in the now is to start looking at what resonates, looking at what serves you, looking at what doesn't. You don't need a new something before you are able to let go. I think that is a comfort for a lot of us. We like to know what the future is, not simply what the next step is. And in this instance, the next step, whatever you are going through, is to hold the pose, sit in it, and take whichever resonant step comes next, knowing that everything is coming to you. It is all coming, and that you are being molded in the most beautiful way, like the perfect the perfect soup. The 8 of inspiration. As you forge ahead and forge your own path, parts of self, parts that were no longer serving you, parts that had served their purpose very, very well and had assisted you in whatever moments, they are falling away as you forge forward. Allow them to. Allow yourself to be simply all that you are in the now. Be what is resonant for you without looking back. Okay, let's just see. As I said, I wanted to pull some clarifiers on that 6 of materials about, okay, so they are going to the Ace of Emotions. Okay, so this is definitely not about a scarcity mindset. This is very much about new beginnings. New beginnings, the opening up, the unfolding, and the healing. Something, they keep giving me healing. They keep giving me healing. Okay, so I do want to just pull some clarifiers on this healing and just see what's going on. But right now, okay, this is, I mean, what a beautiful, beautiful combination for clarifiers, right? There is something that you are building. There is something that you are creating or wanting to create. And when I say it'll be, how do I say this? It'll bring in all the abundance that you have ever desired. Whether that is monetary, whether it is something else, but with the 9 of Emotions, this is the beginning of it. This is the start of it. You're stepping into it. So take that step. Take that step. Take that step into trust. Okay, so why are you giving me a lot on healing? The Empress. Okay, the Empress is the creator. She is also the nurturer. She is the mother in a way. And as mothers, we well, I don't think it's difficult to say this at all. We look after everybody else before we look after ourselves. So there is definitely a call for some self-love. Perhaps imagine a magician and some time for yourself. Okay, so that there is some emotional and physical healing that needs to take place. Take some time meditating. Take some time with self to discover self, to discover all the parts of self that are resonant for you. Let's give a shuffle and see if there's anything else. Otherwise, I'm going to read from the book. Okay. There is, but that was, okay, there we go. Okay, you are stepping into the unknown, and it may be frightening. It may be frightening. Because it is so different from everything you've always known, at least in this lifetime. They're saying to take the steps with trust in your being, knowing that they're giving me the image. Look, I don't know video game names, but I think it was Lemmings, where you had these little men that they would walk, and if they weren't building, they would just walk off. If you were one of those lemmings and you weren't building, you would just continue walking. That is the image that they're giving me. So you are really divinely supported and guided in all that is taking place right now. 911. Okay, beautiful souls, if this reading resonated, please do like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment if you'd like to just share how or why it resonated. I'd like to hear it, and I'm sure other people would too. Have a beautiful, beautiful now.